the Bengals had it right there. A 15-point lead at home in the fourth quarter to go to 500. This is what they brought in Joe Flacco to do, to win these games that Jake Browning was not. And they had it right there in front of them against a winless team that was just running the football because they didn't have the horses at receiver. No Garrett Wilson, no Josh Reynolds. Those were the top two targeted people at the position for the Jets not playing. And they had the ball jammed down their throats. Jammed. And lost it. Because the defense, again, this is the problem for this team, as we know. The defense couldn't get it done. The 38 points is the most scored by Cincinnati in a loss, and tied for the most in a Cincinnati loss since week 2 of 2007. That's how they lost it. Most in a loss this year, most by a Cincinnati Bengals team in a loss in almost 20 years. And after the game, I mean, the head coach essentially said, can somebody step up on defense? Zach Taylor said, hey, we got to find somebody to take the lead there. Mm-hmm. Certainly with Trey Hendrickson in and out of the lineup, somebody's got to make a play. And somebody then went to Jamar Chase with that and made it sound like he's just talking about the team writ large. It didn't go well.
Zach just said one of the messages to the team in the locker room was that somebody needs to step up. What do you think of that?
I play offense. I'm not worried about what the defense got to do. I'm just cheering them on every play.
He didn't say you call, at least us, he didn't say you just said somebody.
I don't know. No comment for that.
19 targets, 12 receptions, 91 yards for him. 28 receptions in the last 2 weeks. Is tied for second most in a 2-game span of the Super Bowl era. 3-5. That one's just got to sting more than any of them else. They had a 4-4 record. They would have been a half game behind Pittsburgh, and instead they're 3-5, and a half game right behind them is Baltimore. In the same way that I said, hey, the home games and road games, their division games are right there in front of them. Cincinnati, as we all know, is already held serve against Pittsburgh. They're at Pittsburgh after their bye. They play the Bears at home this coming week and then have a bye and then have Pittsburgh, 2 games against Baltimore. But, I mean, they can't stop anybody. If you put that up again one more time, if you don't mind, take a look at the opposition. 39, 31, 27, 37, 28, 48 in their wins with Burrow. 27. I mean, they gave up 16 points in week 1, but that was Cleveland with Flacco.
We said this earlier in the year. This season looked like it was just mirroring last year in the way the defense is playing.
But they started 2-0, so that
was the difference.
That allowed them, and that's why they're only 2 under right now.
Right.
As opposed to season's over. But that one was, I mean, that's gonna leave a mark. That's gonna make people dine by themselves, stare into the distance, and not be blissful,
and not enjoy it. Yeah,
not by any stretch.
Yeah, but we could see this coming. I mean, they didn't make any big moves in the offseason. They just ran it back.
Well, I mean,
last year.
They signed their offensive players thinking that they and Burrow would get it done.
Right. But defensively,
change their defensive coordinator.
Right. Standoff with Hendrickson. You bring him back on essentially a 1 year.
Correct.
Nothing was changed.
Right. And that something would be different.
Yeah. You were just hoping. It's not a good strategy.
And it wasn't hope. It was.
It felt like it was just Burrow like, we can't be this bad on defense.
You've got Burrow at the top of his game. Okay?
Yeah, but the offense wasn't the issue last year.
But you keep everything intact. And maybe the hope on defense was change the scheme, change the coordinators. And, the guy that they bounced is the defensive coordinator of the only one-loss team in the AFC right now. You don't mess with a Staten Islander like that. You know what I mean? I told you my brother went to high school with Lou Anarumo.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to school with his sister Elena.
L.A.
So they gave up
Anarumo. Everybody. Yeah, it's this one's going to leave a mark. And I got other Ohioans who are just like staring at Zach Taylor. It's like, look, what are we going to do? I mean, you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Chase Brown and Joe Burrow. That should be good enough to start winning some games, and then hopefully enough where the defense can gel and start making some plays like they did back in 2021, and off you go. And instead, Burrow goes down. Browning forces them to turn to the Browns and say, what about the guy that started against us in week 1 that you're now no longer starting? You up for trading him to us? And remarkably, they said yes, and they blew it yesterday. Just blew it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.